I'm here. I'm in front of my computer though.
Okay. Who's that? That was Tori.
Yep.
Strongly encourage guys, get in front of your computer and like this is the follow along. It's gonna
I'm
be
here.
hard to keep up if you if you're just trying to listen, especially if you're trying to listen. If you're listening, it's gonna go over your head. You may be able to see it and catch on to it. It is being recorded, so we can play it over. So anyway, it's very open. Please, please, please let me know if you have any questions or to stop somewhere. I just did the last one. It took about 15, 20 minutes. We'll just go over it again since you guys missed it. Um, and that's just that. So KVCore, if you do not have KVCore, then you definitely want to be able to utilize that. How do you get to KVCore? At first, go into your EXP Enterprise, expenterprise.com, scroll to KVCore. Some of this I went over before for you guys, so it's going to be basic. In each session, we're going to build on. If you want one-on-one, I have that option where we can just actually meet up, do it one-on-one, and we can compare mine to yours, and I can show you everything instead of just trying to cover the basic in 15 minutes and then the next step, then the next step. But this is designed for pretty much just putting you on track because I mean it's a system that it really isn't that hard. But there are going to be some tricks and trades that's going to come later on that I'm going to show you how to bring in 5 to 10 leads per day. So yeah, you'll go to KVCore. Once you get to your KVCore, you're likely going to be prompted to log in. Once you log in, then you'll be prompted to your dashboard. If you've ever done it once and you save the login, you're going to automatically come to your dashboard like you see with mine. So this is KVCore for anyone that hasn't seen it. Over here on my name, your name, if you're following along, this is your number specifically given to you by KVCore. Now you have the option to purchase this number. If you purchase this number, then a lot of folks like to purchase it because you may call from KVCore and miss the call coming back. And instead of going to a voicemail, it'll be routed to the next EXP agent in the area. So at this moment, I'm not paying for it because I am good on catching my calls, but you may want to pay for it because then if the call is round robin to the next agent, that may be a contact that you miss. And of course, it has your email and your website. Something key to look at is the profile. This is my profile. So I have my contact information, everything, just in case someone else has KVCore. And this also goes to your website as well. This is key, creating your signature. So you want to edit your profile, make this as accurate as possible about you because it is about you. Create your signature because KVCore is a huge platform for sending messages. So the same as my Gmail signature, it's the same my KVCore. Let me know if you got any questions along the way. So we'll go back to the dashboard. And if you haven't done so already, you're going to want to import your contacts from your phone, from your emails, from however. Because I had 9, 10,000 coming on, the simplest way for me to do it was to let KVCore do it myself. So I go over here to playbooks, gather your sphere, and it gives you an explanation of step 1, step 2, step 3. First, I mean, like I said, it's very simple if you just actually follow the steps. You get the contacts in KVCore, you capture and categorize the sphere into different groups and hashtags and just really organizing who's who. Then you set up alerts and automations where when you get alerts on how they're behaving, like they may view a property 5 times, 1 time, whatever. And then you'll have automations where if they do this, then on day 5, I just may check on day 30, I may do this. On Thanksgiving, I may have automatically going out happy Thanksgiving, things of that nature. So you'll open the playbook. And like stated, I would do let us handle it, but you can also do it yourself and you can go or person by person and really place it in. When they come in, if you let KVCore handle, they're all going to come in as sphere. And as you're going through it, or if you want to go through it, or as you're talking to people, you're going to adjust their status. So let's get out of that for now. Like we'll click through this, but the next thing would be if I'm here, let's say I'm out talking and I need to manually add someone, or I just met someone and their contact. It's a contact sport, remember? So every contact could be a potential client. So I need to load them in my phone, most definitely. But even more importantly, place them in KVCore. How do I do that? I will come up here to quick actions, add the contact. We just met the person. Let's say this is their name. I can't think of an email. Let me just put in an email. Hopefully it's not already in here. You don't have to have, well, let's say they didn't give us an email because I'm going to go to another contact later. So let's just say they just gave the phone number. I have the permission to call, permission to text. That's all on you. That's all on what you think you want KVCore to do for this person. The permission to email, we're just not selecting that right now only because I didn't have an email. So then right here, the lead info, what are they? They're buyer, seller, renter, vendor meaning inspector, lender, contractor, or their agent. Let's leave them as a buyer. So lead status, this is their journey. Of course, everyone goes from a sphere, your SOI, your sphere of influence, to being a prospect, to a new lead, active lead. Active lead, of course, is someone that's hot. A client, contract, close. Later on, when we get into it, or like I said, if you want to go one-on-one, we'll get into like these campaigns where I even have one for agent attraction saying I'm checking on certain agents. As soon as I place a person in here and I place agent, I have a campaign where it's going to send them something. Hey, such and such, I love how you perform the stand third. Let's get together and let me compare my 5-year plan with yours. Then I may, if they don't want to, or they don't respond, something goes out 30 days later. Hey, I just want to check to see how business is going. Same thing with the buyer. Are you still interested in looking? All of these are being sent out by KVCore once I set the campaigns. And they have templates. So you can customize it to your liking, or you can just leave the template as it is. So then this was where you would place your hashtag. Don't worry about lender, because KVCore will assign them a lender with the lenders that use KVCore, and they'll call your leads for you and try to get them pre-approved and let you know. They'll ask you first. Most lenders will ask you, hey, I've been getting contacts forwarded to me by your KVCore. Is it okay if I pre-approve them and let you know if they're pre-approved? I always say yes. So in the meantime, let's cancel making them a contact. As soon as please mute. Lorgie,
I'm sorry.
please mute. So after you make them a contact, I'm just going to click on someone else for just showing purposes. After you make them a contact, this is going to come up, and it's going to show just everything. So now you can add their emails, you can keep them like this, you can add what kind of hashtag if you have this kind of stuff. You don't have to. If they are whatever their journey is, remember I said client journey, sphere, prospect, new lead, whatever they are, you want to get them over here. When the automations come in, they're going to come in new lead, and you really don't want them to stay in new lead. You want a new lead to either flip to prospect or flip to active lead. Just terminology, but that's just my best way of organizing it. So like I said, this is their journey. You want them to close. Then this will be their history. You see on this person, for instance, they've been sent text messages, emails, things of everything. So a good feature in regards to why you're here after you place the contact in, you can go over here. So I know a lot of you already knew this. You can go to property alerts, and it's just like the MLS, except for I think it's better because you can set up 2 alerts. And you can, as you see, I have one set up. The reason I think is better because you get to see the activity. You get to see how many times they viewed and things of that nature. But let's look at an alert. You can pick a city, zip code, address, or you can draw on the map and say this area. And just like with the MLS, you place in type of listing you want, the price range, everything of that nature, how often you want it to go out. If it's someone that you know that needs to move now, once a day, daily, or ASAP. I'm a strong believer of ASAP. If it's someone that is not really interested, but you know they may come around, or they're saying, I need to get my credit together, maybe monthly. And then the CC, the email CC. Let's say you have a spouse and their partner wants to be included on the emails. That's great for that. So that's that. As far as setting up that person over on the campaigns, I mean, setting up their profile. And something I've just started recently doing is market reports. So wherever you know them to have an interest in, you would set up for them to receive a market report from KVCore ever so often. I would recommend every 28 days. It's going to say every 7 days, but the market isn't changing like that where it's going to be a big difference in 7 days. I would just send every 28 days because, like I said, I like to use this as a promo tool as well. Like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Here's that. And when I'm saying that, like, you can edit that email and for whatever it says, and it sends a nice cartoon style or animated market report, and it's just updating the client. So after you do all of that, let's go back to the person as if you just press that. You will go over here to task. And then you will set up a task. So it can be anything. You just met the person, you're manually putting them in. Let's just say initiate. And what do I mean by initiation? I've spoke to the person, they're interested in buying a home. They told me they want to buy a home. That was our conversation while we were at Target or something. All right, so after I press initiate, when do I want to follow up? Me, I'm probably gonna set the follow up like that next day, either that evening or that next day. So let's say tomorrow at whatever time. And then what am I going for? Now, what I'm doing, you don't have to do. You can just say initiate and then just say call. But when I was first starting off, I didn't know what I was asking for. So I knew what I was doing, or I knew what skeleton to follow. I would say bedrooms, question mark, baths, question mark, desired area, just basic stuff that you want to ask before you set them up. So then once you got their information, you know how they're going to run. And then I don't know, you can put in there pre-approved, so you know if you're wasting your time. You add the task. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit done on that one. It's set. You can press done on each one as you're completing the task, or you can just change the task to the net and push the task out. So once you complete something, that's what I do. I just complete it. But if you want to see a list of everything that you've done with that person and you want it to show up here, like you want record of it, especially if you were questioning my real estate commissioner or anybody, if you just want to see your history, you can press done and it'll come here. I just typically don't for a task. I complete whatever it is and I move it out. Any questions thus far?
I do, Benny.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned how, like, in regards to the spouse, when you add in the lead, so that the spouse can receive, or the wife can receive the alert as well. How do you do that?
So you will go over to here to, you already have your contact in KVCore, right? So
Yes.
you'll find your contact, you can type their name in, if they're not down there, you can just type their name, or you can go over to your smart CRM and you'll find your contact. So I clicked on me. You can go over to, you can go over here, or you can go to alerts. And now I'm setting up an alert. So as I set up the alert, just like with the MLS, I want to see in Charlotte, whatever. As you see, that comes up. I'm setting up listing types, the price I'm looking for, the beds, all of that stuff. The frequency right down here. Email CT.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Okay, great.
So that way
Thank you.
we're sending it to one, but they're like, oh, include me on those emails too. Or this works great for if you got a referring agent. The agent wants to know the activity. So you send it to the client and the referring agent is like, can you include me as well? Yes, I can. This is the way I can update you instead of having to manually check with you.
Okay, okay, sounds great.
Cool. So like I was saying earlier, guys, you want to do this from, I know I used to preach so big about doing it from the MLS. You want to do it from KVCore because, like, for instance, this client that's looking at something, he viewed this property 5 times. Let me go back. If you see up here, one is the computer, one is the phone, the 2 ways they can view a property. He viewed it from his phone 5 times, and they put the little fire thing saying that it's hot. So I need to follow up on that. And then he keeps viewing stuff. As you see, they put another one, even though he viewed this once. He keeps viewing something. So you email, call, or text and figure out what is so great about this part. I mean, what we need to find something to do. Now it's time to make action versus you're going to have a lot of leads. I have or a lot of contacts. I think I went from like 9,000 to like 4,000. And it's just a matter of, like I said, that journey. Are they active? Are they a client? So you just want to get on them while they're hot. And as you'll see right here, generating those leads, KVCore is already having me set up property alerts for people as they're coming in. And we'll get into that, like I said, later, or for those of you who want to opt and do like an hour or two one-on-one, we'll get onto that then. But as you see, as the lead is coming in, KVCore is saying, okay, set up this property alert, set up this and third. So I do that, and I just let it run itself. And just to jump onto how mine look, this is like my task for today. As you saw, I had past due because KVCore was doing that while I was asleep last night. You see, I have where I'm following up, just different stuff. I even have my personal stuff in here. Today, pay Benny Gray, pay credit card. Like, it's the way to be organized. Just different things. So you definitely want to set up your task and set them up on particular days where you either focus on that for the day, or this is when you're going to touch that task. Stuff with high urgency, I'm probably doing it within the same day, but I'm not just sitting, writing it down somewhere or placing it in a Google Calendar. This customer relations management is just for that. And in the future, I mean, or like I said, anyone that's wanting that one-on-one, we'll get into smart campaigns with something such as this. Just give it time to load. While it's loading, don't be afraid to use this chat box. These folks will help you nonstop with anything that you need. So, for instance, I have an agent attraction campaign. This is what goes on whenever I meet a new agent. So I meet a new agent today. Let's say Saturday. We have Saturday coming up with the event. I meet a new agent. They automatically get an initiation email that says hi, and it's going to say their name. I saw your real estate profile and was excited to reach out to connect with you. Our team is selectively growing, so forth, leaves my name and how to call, reach me. That's what's going on day 5 after I meet someone on Saturday. And I set them up on this campaign in KVCore. Day 10, they may not say nothing. Anytime they say something, KVCore is going to alert me. But if they don't say anything, or if they do, on day 10, they're going to receive a text. Hi, Tori, just checking in. How's the market going for you? Hi, Erica, just checking in. How's the market going for you? Just a quick text. Day 20, something else. Day 45, something else. Even saying, it's telling you, I wanted to share this video from my recent training. Now, that's just agent attraction.
Quick question, Benny. Where you got to set up those campaigns on let's say you want to set it up on a client the way how you did? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
No, you're fine. So first and foremost, and we're not going to go too deep into that today, but you will go to marketing. and smart campaigns.
Oh, okay.
If you
Okay.
click on marketing, this is something else I would advise as you're placing your contacts in,
Yeah,
place them
I
in
got part
by,
of it. Like I already started working on that, but
so,
there's some tricks I don't know.
right. So go to marketing.
Mm-hmm.
As you're placing your contacts before you set up your campaigns, go down here to hashtag management,
Uh-huh.
and I'm waiting on mine to populate. Start creating hashtags. I'm going through mine as well because I just recently started doing this. But as
Oh,
you
okay.
see, I have where if I place commercial agent on one of those campaigns, I have something that's going out for them. So instead of me placing my commercial needs in my groups and all, I just have 39 commercial agents that's going to get that. I have the team Inspire that's going to get certain things. I have people that did that community affordable loan program. Like they're all hashtags.
Okay.
My agent attraction folks, I call them all realtors, but you can say agent, whatever the case may be. 27 people. So that's different things that you can do. So after you do that, I would strongly encourage that you will go back to marketing and you would go to the smart campaigns. And that's where not only do you have to you don't have to do, I mean, you can do ad campaign, but you can go over here to the KVCore library and they have different campaigns that you can already use, like instead of having to create them yourself. And they're going to do, as you see, day 7, they're sending the email, day 14, all the way down to day 365, 1 year follow-up. It's been 1 year. So we'll get into that later on. Like I said,
Okay.
anybody that wants one-on-one time where we actually meet up and my computer, your computer is out and we go over it, just send me a direct message.
Okay.
Um, Anybody else? That's pretty much it for today. For today, it was just mainly about uh loading those contacts and organizing those contacts using this task feature. You can integrate your calendar with it and just going from there, just getting organized.
Okay. Great.
Is there a way to capture those potential leads during open house? Like, is there a
Yes, I even have good question. You will go to, I believe it's here because I know where the template is. You will go to the marketplace, and I believe it's down here. Where is it at? Smells in that property boost. I know I'm looking past it. But it's an app for it. I'll find it. I know right now I'm looking past it based on the time. But after you do that, how to capture those leads, and I'll directly send it to you and I'll place it in the group. Actually, let me just type right here. It'll come back up because they just switched this interface around. See that about the open house mobile app?
yes?
It got you on how to get the app. It may be because I may not be seeing it here because it may just be mobile. But I'll find it. When you do that, let me show you this real quick. You're going to go to your smart campaign. I have one for that. And they have an open house one for that. It's going to be in your library, but I'm just going to show you how it looks. And like if you're there at the open house with your, once I find it for you, and if you're there with like your iPad or computer, they'll log in and it automatically comes into your KVCore. Waiting on the template to come up. And this is my open house one, just set up just for the open house. And it'll do the same thing. After 4 hours, they're going to send them something saying, it was a pleasure meeting you today at open house, and it's going to work for you. And you're just looking at it in your activities. But I'll find it for you. As far as is there a way? Yes, it is a way. It's just, like I said, it's in one of these that they switch. It used to be in the marketplace, but I'm not seeing it.
Hey, BG, this is John. I got a question.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I think this is a game changer. I missed the part. How do I get signed up for the longer session, like the one-on-one with you? I need about an hour or two to go in depth with this. How do I get signed up for that?
Just text me directly, and we'll just work.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm shooting you a text now because I want to get on. I want to get on this ASAP.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Benny,
Yeah.
quick question.
Mhm.
There's a way to add your own smart account, like, if you want to personalize your own and upload it in there, can you do that or no? Or
Of
just the
course.
ones that is in KVCore?
You'll go to it, and it got over there. You got the smart
okay.
campaigns, and you see right here, add campaign. You can do
Uh-huh.
that if you want. So you can start it. Like I said, this is really not today, but we can jump into it just for a little bit. You'll start it like when the lead visit your website. If they're transferred to something, if they're by a particular hashtag, then you can add just different things like the source is from whatever, like just different things, and you'll click next and then set it accordingly. You want it for buyer, sellers, renter, and then when you're done, it will actually prompt you to edit the kind of campaign, like what it's for, and it'll give you different templates as well.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Benny.
You're welcome. Do that. And you got the templates. You can add a template, so you don't have to add one for each, Lorgia.
You said no?
I said you don't have to add one for each. Like you can
okay.
you can make a template and then make that for like multiple ones, and you can clone it. But like I said, that's going to be more in-depth training, because I'm going to show you how to clone it and do different things and tie with your Facebook, where your Facebook, a lot of you are paying for Facebook ads and people are clicking on the ads, but nothing is happening. When they click on the ads now, they're going to feed right into your KVCore.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take advantage of that because okay.
Cool. Anything else? Okay, Krista, I'm going to find that for you as far as the open houses. There's no more questions. Thank you guys for attending. I'm sorry, whatever was going on the first one. It's just hard to see people trying to come in after screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because I was having trouble to get in at the time. So that's why I was like, let me try back later.
Cool.
Benny, quick question. It's not about KVCore, but about